Floating away. Oh, we're on? Oh, sorry. Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we started and got the Grand Star for the Grand Star Rescue, and all main 3 stars of Good Egg Galaxy. And in this episode, we're going to head to the Honeyhive Galaxy, where B. Mario will take flight. Yes, this is probably the dumbest power-up in the entire game, but actually no, it's the second dumbest. There's one that's a lot more annoying. But still, it's not. This wasn't a good idea in the series, I'm just going to say it. It was not a good idea. So if you want, you can talk to the bees. They'll say stuff like, go meet the queen, or, you know, all that good stuff. And that's what you actually have to do here, but we can't reach there without getting the bee mushroom. Yeah, I know. These enemies right here will actually run away from you. But if you're a bee, they'll actually chase after you, so they're not much of a threat, though. They can be killed like any other enemy. So with B Mario, you can jump and then hold A, and you will fly up. As you can see, there's a flight meter, though, and if the flight meter drops all the way down, you're going to hear that little tune right there, and you will start falling. One up behind there. There's actually more in the level, but I didn't feel like getting any more. There's one right at the start of the level, too. I always use that guide bounce off just to get a little bit more height. If you grab a coin in mid-flight, it will also restore your energy. That's just a little mental note right there. And these guys talk about how honey is heavy. So if you land in the honey, you're not going to be very good in movement. You're going to be able to jump. So if you're going to make your jump, don't do it while you're stuck in the honey, or else you're going to not pay attention and nearly kill yourself, like I just did, even though I wasn't standing in honey. That was still very stupid on my part. So let's try that again. No, actually, no, we're not going to. So to get up to this higher spot, use the dandelion. Watch out for the water, because if you hit the water, it will make you lose your B power up. So don't go standing in that. And they had to drop us down here. If you use this right here, it will actually take you to another bee mushroom power-up. But for now, since we have the bee mushroom, we're going to grab onto the honey and just climb our way up. You bite, you get ground pounded, and die. Mario, you're so happy. Woohoo! So this is the Queen Bee. And she says, just like the Masked Emperor, she always talks about how we instead of I. So you need to find all the star pieces, because apparently they're making her back and sides and front itch. Yeah, I know. Japanese. Only the Japanese would think of this. And for doing that, we get a launch star, which takes us to a 1-up! Actually, no, it doesn't take us to a 1-up. It takes us to this platform right here, where we get to hear the classic NCS quote. Ah! A bee! So this is the Toad Brigade. They got lost with Luigi, but it doesn't look like Luigi's here. There's a Toad doing a sexy pose right there. Well, it would be if he was awake. You got Toad over here breakdancing on a pole. Hello, Mario. Hello, Toad. How are we going to get back? Oh, the power of the star, which should have teleported you already. Glad to see you're okay. Yeah, me too. Yawns. Take this power star. No! I will jump off the stage. First, we'll grab the power star. You crazy! You crazy, man. You crazy. And because we actually brought the Toad Brigade back with us, even though it didn't show it, we're going to see a little cutscene right here after getting our 5th power star. Very nice. And discovering a new galaxy as well, but we're not going to head to that one just yet. It's a pretty cool galaxy, though. I like it. She didn't know our name till just now. So yes, the Toads are waiting for you in the garage. You can talk to them if you want. they'll mention that they're building the Starshroom, which is a ship that will help you in your travels through the galaxies. Basically, they just serve as a platform usually, you know, something to stand on, and then they'll have a launch star or a sling star above or below it you can use. So we could go there right now, but we're going to go back to the Honeyhive Galaxy. I imagine we'll probably get to that in this video, though. I'm going to try to knock out all of the Honeyhive Galaxy and then that one galaxy as well. And then the next episode, we're probably going to be going for that one other galaxy in the far corner and also the first Bowser Jr. fight. But for now, we're going to have some trouble on the tower, apparently. Oh, that wasn't there before. That was conveniently left out of the, I don't know, the memo. The job description, that's what I was looking for. Completely left out of the job description right there. I did not explain the homing stomp, by the way. If you spin and immediately hit the ground pound button, you'll do a homing stomp on any enemy that is near you. It's just really cool to use. It doesn't really have any real purpose other than looking cool. So these springs right here, if you jump on them, you'll just get a small little bounce, and if you ground pound them, you'll get a higher one. And that B over there will probably explain it to you. Here we have a Wiggler, which you can spin attack and knock over, and then jump on him and get some star bits from that. But for now, we're going to continue our journey upward and onward, and sideways and backwards, and squareways and frontways, and all the other things from Willy Wonka. I gotta say, I like the original one, like the very original one, not the newer-ish one. There we go, up a very steep hill, and we get to practice our wall jumping abilities, which once you get near a wall, you can hit A, and we'll just jump off walls. Very easy. It's a lot easier to control than it was from Super Mario 64 or Super Mario Sunshine. Very easy to control the wall jump in this game. That's definitely one thing I can brag on this game about. It was very good about that. And here we have another instance of the Rainbow Star, except it's moving around, so it's kind of hard to grab. There we go. Gonna kill the piranha plants, and then we're gonna go kill that Wiggler. What's really funny is when you hit him, watch what happens. His body just goes flying. Yeah! Ground pound down there. And we actually don't want to jump up there just yet. If you fall down here, you can get a life shroom, which, as the game will explain, makes your health grow to 6, but if it drops below 4, that is to say back to 3, you're going to lose that extension. Whoa, what the heck was that? My game didn't freeze right there. Mario got stuck. So make sure to always keep your health up. If you want to kill these enemies, the simple ground pound will do the trick, but you can also just avoid them like I am. They're not a real threat, so I wouldn't worry about them. And here's our boss fight, so to speak. So you jump on it once and kill its baby, and then it will charge at you, and you do the same thing and kill it. Yeah, I know. I shall avenge you, death. They do a very good job, don't they, with that? It's a good avengement something. It was a good redemption opportunity? I don't know. I'm not one of those people that charge at others for revenge. I do it quietly and sneakily. Works a lot better. You can pull off the job without anybody knowing it was you. So, back one last time for the Honeyhive Galaxy. We're actually going to get quite a few of these galaxies knocked out, it looks like. We might get this whole terrace done today. Who knows? Or in this episode, I should say. Actually, this is my last recording for the day. Technically, it's the next day, which is Thursday. Thursday, August the 25th. Sorry, checking my calendar on my computer. Nice to be able to do that now, isn't it? I can actually be like, I think it's the 21st. Not even be close. So yes, the whole Mandibug kingdom has infested our wonderful Honeyhive Galaxy. Well, we can just kill them off. It won't actually do anything for you. You won't get anything by killing them all, just so you know. There's no bee shroom this time, so we're gonna have to navigate up the way. But you can do that by long jumping there, or wall jumping and spinning. Either one works just fine. So neighbors are causing trouble again. Yes, I can see that. So it's another boss fight. There's quite a few so far, haven't we? There's a boss fight in pretty much every single galaxy, if not more than one. Get 3 coins so we can have a new high score. And the boss. The third stage of this boss is pretty hard, but the first 2 are very easy. First time you just fly up there and ground pound him. That one's really easy. And then he'll take flight, which is apparently how all the other mandibugs got over here, because they can't fly, so maybe the king or whatever you want to call this over there. So this time he'll fly, but you can just ground pound him again. This is the stage that's moderately difficult. It's not difficult because he can damage you, it's difficult just to actually hit him, because he'll turn sideways. And that's the only thing that makes it difficult. But I got him right there, so very nicely done, Mario. I'm just glad that didn't take too long, because that boss fight is honestly not very hard. I don't really think any of the boss fights are hard. There's some tedious ones, but not really any difficult ones. Some people think that later one is pretty difficult, and I gotta admit, the first time I played the game, he was fairly difficult, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, we're done with the Honey Hive Galaxy. A grand total of 7 stars so far. That is a job well done. And more starbits! And we discovered a new galaxy! And also a Hungry Luma's appeared, which is this thing right here. So he's actually on the outside of the terrace. You can feed him some starbits. Some starbits! For the next, another galaxy. But we're not going to do that just yet. We'll do that before the Bowser area. But for now, we're going to head off to the Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, which is the first 1-star galaxy that we have been to so far. This is basically a galaxy where you'll never be coming back. You'll just do this 1 star, and then you're done with it. So this is Surfing 101. Ray surfing, that is. So you're going to be navigating this course. But trust me, there's a lot harder ones later on. Well, actually, just one harder one later on. But it is pretty difficult. But I like the ray surfing ones. The ray surfing is really cool. Just get some starbits before we start the course. Talk to this guy and he'll say, "Are you a surfer too?" Totally. But this is your first time surfing. Well, if we're a surfer, why would this be our first time surfing? So he'll tell you have to hold the Wii remote like this. Can't hold it up, you gotta hold it sideways. Or flat. Then you can twist to the left, to the left, to the left. And that will make you turn left, which you should have realized already. And then turn to the right, you just do the same thing with the right. And depending on which hand you're holding the actual Wii remote in, that either turning left or right will be harder. In my case, since I'm left-handed, I hold the Wii remote in my right hand and the nunchuck in my left, so it's harder for me to turn right because I'm turning into my wrist as opposed to the outside of my wrist, where there's nothing there. So for me, turning right's going to be a little bit harder than turning left, but if you're right-handed and you've got the Wii remote in your left hand, then obviously turning left is going to be a little bit harder for you. And I don't know which would be worse, but I don't know, somebody can calculate if they want. Then you hold A to speed up, that's pretty obvious. You can also flick the remit and get a little bit of a jump right there, but it's not very helpful. My advice for race surfing, since I am fairly good at it, I don't like to think I'm a pro or anything, but I can do it fairly easily. My advice for this is, if you're going to take a turn and you feel like you're going to fall off the outside right there, just let go of A. Like, if you're going to fall on the outside of the turn, not the inside of the turn, then just let go of A for a second, and that will make you have a sharper turn, so you'll turn back inside a little bit better. If you think that you're going to fall off the inside, just, tilt the Wii remote the other direction, so. This is a pretty standard course. If this is your first time playing, I would expect to fail it maybe once or twice, but nothing too serious. Aw, just 2 points short. Oh well. And there you go. Off the stage! Don't do that right after you pass the goal, though, or else you will still get the too bad you fell off the stage thing. You just gotta memorize that little make it past the goal noise, and then you can jump off whenever you think you can still make a suicide but not lose for it. And there we go. What's funny is when I did the race surfing thing, whenever Chugga Conroy made that thing like, oh, let's see if you can do better, and I posted a video response, everybody was like, you make this thing look easy. I'm like, yeah, because I've had lots of practice. I've beaten the Loop-de-Swoop Galaxy, which is the trial galaxies. We'll get into those later, which is the very difficult course of it. I've played it through so many times, I'm just used to it. I like the race surfing. I kind of wish they'd brought it back in the second game. Real shame. So, it looks like we have spotted the enemy base. We could go over there right now, but you know what? I think we ought to open up this galaxy and see what's in here. So here we have the Flip Switch Galaxy. This is a very, very easy galaxy. That little galaxy picture that you saw right there, that's the entire galaxy right there. So all we're going to be doing is painting the planet yellow. Get out your paintbrushes, because it's time to paint the planet yellow. Sounds like a really bad advertisement, doesn't it? But yeah, it's just a whole bunch of switches, just like the Grand Star Rescue, just hitting all the switches to... And you're not actually painting the planet yellow, you're painting it green, because after you make all the switches yellow, they're immediately going to turn green. So we're painting the planet green in honor of Luigi. And I said if you jump off, then it will change the color back, but you can still jump on the same one, and it won't mess it up. The only enemies here are those electrical wires that just move back and forth, and this thing right here, which aren't really living enemies, but it can also help you move around. And then that one thing right there. I thought I didn't walk off that. And it just shoots out these little rings. They're very easy to maneuver. I thought for a minute there I was actually going to hit that, but I guess not. Yep, that right there is the entire mission. And after you're done, those electrical hazards will go away. The little red thingamajigs will stop. This guy, though, will still be here, so you can use him to jump up there and get your star. Also got to mention, I love the background for this level. Old Super Mario Bros. Background right there. Classic. I love it. That was a really cool feature they added. I think it was pretty cool anyway. 9 stars so far. Another galaxy down. So let's go and talk to that hungry Luma before we head off to the Bowser stage. Hey, you! Help, Luigi! Actually, no. She just wants a lot of Starbits! We're gonna feed her 400. Which is actually not that bad, because some of the later ones, I believe the last one requires 1,600 Starbits. But as long as you're pretty good about picking them up, not that big of a deal. And if you die, you and continue the mission onwards, you will still keep the Starbits that you already got. So if you find a good level to grind for Starbits, you can just get a lot of Starbits, kill yourself, and then grind for even more. But for now, we're going to head off to the Sweet Sweet Galaxy at Rocky Road. This is the first galaxy, whenever I first played this was the first galaxy that gave me trouble. And it's pretty obvious to tell why. But it's got the stupid stinking. So yeah, this one, there's a whole bunch of holes while walking along this conveyor belt of sorts. Basically, if you long jump, just stay in the middle and long jump over every single hole. That's really the only strategy you need. For the ones that go sideways like this, I just recommend running straight forward. And then if you need to long jump, long jump. I can't go any farther. Sure you can. Don't stop here. The star's right around the corner. But you can go. You can go the distance. This one's actually pretty easy to maneuver. I think it is. Some people won't like it, though. I mean, this little area in particular, not the whole galaxy. There's a 1-up right there if you need it. Give us a very cool 21 lives. Because 21 is an awesome number. You can look over here, grab some Starbits right there. Some Starbits over there. Some Starbits on top of that chocolate cake. Cake. This one right here, you can also control your long jump just a little bit, provided you don't almost kill yourself. You can also, like, kind of stop your long jump in the middle and by hitting the back, and it'll just kind of freeze in midair. You get a power star! We nothing. It's still standing right there. I love mint chocolate! Don't we all? And then he says, hey, we're going back. Here's another example of spinning for 8 star bits. 8 star bits! But yeah, that one's not too bad. The electrical hazards can get in the way, kind of like that. Normally they don't for me. I don't know why I was hitting so many, but they might provide a little bit of a problem. But for the most part, not that bad. And for that last run right there, just find a spot where you hit one of those 3 circles, and then just jump over the gap in the actual square and land on one of the circles. So that's pretty easy. We wouldn't save because I haven't saved in a while. Since the 2nd star. And we're up to how many already? Like 10? Yeah, 10. Wow. So that would just leave the Bowser Jr. fight, which is not at all surprisingly a boss fight. It's called Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor. Why does it have a picture of Bowser when it's clearly Bowser Jr.'s Robot Reactor? I don't know. Maybe it's just the standard picture for it. We're going to tackle Megaleg's moon, so Bowser Jr. is not even going to be the one fighting us. It'll be Megaleg, that robotic contraption over there. And the moon, which doesn't even look like a moon. It looks more like something out of Metroid. I am actually working on Metroid Other M, not as an LP, but I'm, just playing it myself. Pretty good game, even though it got bad reviews. I think it's pretty good, but then again, I've only played one other Metroid game. I think it was pretty good, though. I liked it. Or I've liked it so far from what I've played through it. I actually have to redo it since I got a new Wii, but I was up to the Sector 3, the fire area. For the first time, then, I didn't have the whatever suit lets you stand up against fire, Mariah suit. Like I said, I'm not very Metroid adept, so I don't know. I've found quite a bit of missile tanks so far. But anyway, that's beside the point. I don't even need my dad's help to take care of you. Well, you're not even going to be doing any of the fighting, so I don't know why you can say anything. So while he looks big and even slightly formidable, he's not at all. It's actually quite easy to beat. Just get on one's legs like so. And there'll be bullet bills, which you can just jump over, which is stupid. Why they have that obstacle there. Gears right here, which you can walk across, long jump across, provided you don't hit them. Or hiccup, like I just did. And get a bullet bill to follow you, hopefully not into the ground. And once you break the cage where the Grand Star is being held, the thing will freak out, spawn more bullet bill launchers, and put up a gate system. So what you gotta do right here, this is actually kind of annoying to do. Get 2 bullet bills to follow you at the same time, preferably not ones around the eyes, because if you do that, then they're probably gonna hit the eyes. Like that right there. The gates will respawn, but they give you a fairly decent head start on there. Well, I thought that dude was following me, but I guess he was. Oh, wow. There was a bullet bill on the other side that followed me, so I didn't have to go through the gate. Wow, that's interesting. I guess technically you could jump over the gate and then jump again off of the gate and make him go over the gate and land on that, but I'm actually kind of surprised that happened, because I've never done it like that before. I wasn't intending to do it like that, but I will. Mario. Mario. Fine, we're not going to be able to do the homing stomp. Mario's lazy. I could have triple jumped and then done the homing stomp. I could have triple jumped. You got a Grand Star! And that is the 2nd Grand Star of 6, I believe. The other ones will take a little bit longer to get to, but hey. So now the beacon has a little bit more power in it, which means the observatory has more power, which means we can go to the next area, the fountain, which even has a teleporter to get to it. How nice. We have 11 stars. More star bits! And we've discovered 2 new galaxies. How very nice.
Look,
So yes, we gotta restore the power, and to do that you only have to get the power to the engine room, but there's one room after that. But yes, the power's on in a new dome, the fountain, as I already explained. And yes, if you talk to Hershey, aka Polari, that's his real name, but we call him Hershey. He looks like a chocolate chip. You can talk to him for the map, look at the screen for the map. That's why he's in all the domes, so if you want to look at the map, see if there's anything you missed or whatever, which galaxies aren't complete. You can see that the main galaxies don't say galaxy complete. That's because we will be coming back to them, because there are hidden stars, the ones in the first areas we could not get to, those first two. And there's also comets, which we'll get into probably next video. Maybe this one, I don't know when it'll show up, but probably not for a little while. But we got time for one more, so let's go ahead and head off to the next galaxy, which is the Space Junk Galaxy. We're going to go on the Pole Star path. I don't like the Space Junk Galaxy. Something feels wrong about it. I don't know why it feels so weird to me, but something feels weird about it. I don't know exactly what it is. I'd love to know, because I don't know what it is. Something just, I don't know. That's all I can say, is I honestly don't know why I don't like this galaxy. Maybe it's because the Pole Star path it's really slow. That's probably why. But maybe that's just me. Now, like I said, I'm not going to grind for star bits or anything, but like in areas like this, I will be getting them. I'm just not going to be, you know, going to a galaxy specifically for only the star bits and not power stars. We'll be going that other direction later on. And we got some starships. Some of them float around. I believe only 2 of them do that, though. Just those 2 right there. The other 3 stay still. Which is good, because the gravity on these 3 little spheres is really strange. And this is not the only area with those 3 spheres. There's at least 2 others. I can only think of one, but I know for a fact that there's a third. Got them all. Alright. Spaceship of sorts, you can get some coins, which I don't know how you'd be losing health at this point, because you can't. There's been no enemies, so you shouldn't be able to lose health yet. And these are Pole Star planets. That's what I call them anyway, because that's essentially what they are. They've got their own gravity, so you can walk around on them. You can press C to get out of that little bubble of light, by the way. Didn't go over that yet, but that's how you do that. Star bits that are just falling randomly. These guys will just jump up in the air and try to land on you. You can spin attack them, and they go flying, so those are pretty easy to take care of. If you go to the other side of the planet, I believe there's more of them. Yeah, there's more. Ow! Who's laughing now? Jerk! Why is my Wii pointer being so weird? There we go. Dude, don't do that. Just hit the box. There you go. There's a Hungry Luma in here that's got a secret star, but it's not in this mission. I'm just trying to get our starbit counter back up after feeding that Hungry Luma. So now right here, you've got to free all the toads. There's actually a Goomba encased in this ice glass, whatever it's called, which we'll see here in a second. But after freeing those 4 toads, the Starstream will come down with the captain, who just, yeah, see, Captain, how could you? He just left. Where'd my glasses go? I don't know. Thanks a bunch, sure. Where's that confounded power star? Hey, confounded is my word. Confound it. So the Goomba, here's a good chance to get some star bits, or a coin if you need it. You've already discovered a shortcut to the power star. Yeah, and left your members behind. Fool! So, this is a silver star mission right here, where you're going to be hunting down 5 silver stars, and they will form 1 power star. Most of these missions, in this game in particular anyway, all the power stars are pretty close to, or not the power stars, the silver stars are pretty close together, but sometimes they'll be spread out over a big portion of land. example, the Sea Slide Galaxy, which is very later on, but that is an example nevertheless. This one's pretty easy. It might feel weird walking on this path where the stuff reforms as you get near it, but if you know the pattern for it, it's actually really easy to keep track of what's where. Yeah, I will admit it feels weird, though. But it's not like they've got weird gravity or anything like that. It's just kind of strange having them form and then disappear behind you. I can see why that would be strange. So there we go! See what I mean? That one takes... Just the Space Junk Galaxy just seems like it takes longer than it should for only being Area 2. The first galaxy of Area 2, nevertheless. Or nonetheless, I should say. Very odd, but maybe that's just me. But 12 stars, 13 coins for a high score, 332 star bits, a new galaxy, a new area. All the terrace done for now. I think we've made a pretty good accomplishment here. So next time on Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy, we're going to continue through the fountain, hopefully get Space Junk done, and maybe some other galaxies as well. So, see you guys then. I'm off to record more Super Smash Bros. Melee. Later.